What's up? Welcome to another episode of Man Up Mondays. I'm your host, Moffett. And today we got a good one. But the purpose of Man Up Mondays, first of all, is to create a safe space for men to learn genuinely and masculinely, right? When I found out I was having a daughter, Pastor Reggie told me to create a men's. What is that? Create? Look, now I'm acting like Jameis. See, I can edit that out the other one. But nah, Pastor Reggie told me to create a men's ministry. 15 years ago, he told me to create a men's ministry. And this is what I'm doing now with this Man Up Mondays. And like I say, the purpose is to have a safe space for men to learn genuinely and masculine. And how I got here was, at one point in my life, I wasn't the man that I want my daughter to have or bring home. So when I realized that I wasn't the man that I want for my daughter, I had to do something about that. And that's when I started the shadow work. The shadow work is the work that no one sees you doing. Those dark nights, those lonely nights, those nights full of tears. You know, those therapy sessions, counseling. That's the shadow work where you become who it is that you want to be. And when you become who it is that you want to be, now you can move forth into the light. Because you know this light in just trying to shine light on something, you must be light, because if someone shines this light on light, you don't get nothing but light. But if you shine light on darkness, the darkness goes away. The shadow work, once you get out that shadow work, now we're moving forward with therapy and counseling. And therapy and counseling to me are two different things. Therapy is the work you need to get the status quo. So talking to somebody, you know, I got hurt. I went to therapy. When I really started taking therapy serious is when I didn't get drafted. And I had a draftable grade and I didn't get drafted. And since then, therapy was something present. I had to get to therapy because I had to understand. And now I just was angry. And the anger was spilling off in every aspect of my life. And I'm not an angry person. So I went to therapy to learn. And I learned that anger is a secondary emotion. And my first emotion that I'm really experiencing is something else. In my case, my emotion that I was experiencing was hurt. Because I felt like I didn't live up to my potential. So this created the anger or the hurt, only to find out that I didn't go to the NFL because of my own doing. The only reason I wanted to go to the NFL was to have a lot of money, so that I could be a mega pastor and people don't say I got the money, I'm stealing money from the church, or I'm hustling and getting the money from the church. That's the only reason I wanted to go to the NFL, was for the money. And it was for the money for that reason of me not wanting people to think that I'm doing something. So God dealt with me and he said, look, man, that's not how I operate. I don't operate like give you what you don't want because of this. Either you ask for it and I give it to you, or you don't ask for it and I don't give it to you. But doing this for that, that ain't how I operate. And when I learned that, I changed my life. I stopped going for the negative and went for the positive. I started looking for the things that I want, instead of the things that I didn't want. I started just seeing who I am, the things that I want to be. Hey, look, if I had 100% success on whatever I endeavored to do, what was it that I would do? And I decided that That's another part. That's one part of it. The next part is this. What could you do for the rest of your life for free and look forward to doing it? And now my answer is talk to people. I've been doing it my whole life. Like, I talk to strangers. Hey, how you doing? Man, Neefy, why you always messing with people? I like talking to people. I like having conversations. So, what do? We create a platform and we do some things to have conversations. I've been a teacher. Like, it's not like I wasn't doing it. Like, I got a class. I told these kids, I say, all I'm doing is perfecting my craft. I got 7 classes of practicing. So I stand up in front of y'all and I practice every day. Every day I stand up in front of you and I practice. And look, I know when I'm done practicing, when I'm out of here. So I just perfected my craft. I created the relationships with the hard people. Man, some of them students, they so hard to connect with. Teenagers these days, they're so hard to connect with. But I found out ways to connect with the teenagers. And it's like, man, they get me and I get them. But I'm the bridge between the teenagers and the old school. Because the old school don't understand the teenagers and teenagers ain't understanding the old school, and now nobody's understanding anybody. My favorite thing to do when I had young black men in my class, let me call you daddy, man. Really, kids, I ain't gonna say that. All my students, I wanna call you daddy first. I don't even talk, I'm not even talking to your mama. Let me call you a daddy. Tell your daddy this is what you choose to do in class. And based on his answer or his reply, or not, based on their reply, lets me know everything I need to know about how I need to deal with this kid. And I learned that I was a trigger to a lot of people's kids because I reminded them of their father. So it's not that it's not that they want to not talk to me. It's that I remind them of their father. And they didn't know how to differentiate. I mean, what 15-year-old knows how to, okay, my daddy a big black man and the XYZ and his experiences was this and my experiences was that. And now he see a big black man and he's not triggered for it. No matter what I'm saying, because they think that in their head, that's what it is. And when I figured out how to relate to these kids, not on a fatherly piece, call me I don't want to be a daddy, first of all. I don't want to be your daddy. There's no benefit of me being your father, okay? But I could be that uncle. Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you the game and talk to you. Shoot, girl used to, this is funny. The girl used to call me Uncle Neefy in high school. It was hilarious. But I got to that piece, and let me get going, y'all. I got my notes and I got to keep on going. I got these notes just for this, just for this. But okay, that's the purpose and that's how we got here. And now, so then, right, once I got past therapy, let's go to counseling. And now counseling for me was finding people who doing the things that I'm doing and getting under them and learning everything that I can from somebody. That's my counseling now. Like, when I get an opportunity to learn, now all that does is sharpen my mind. Therapy gets you the status quo. Counseling builds you to whatever you want to build yourself. Good evening, Mr. Cador. How you doing? It gives you an opportunity to, so once we get to counseling, the ceiling goes. Based on your relationships and how you deal with people, that's where your ceiling goes. So, therapy gets you the status quo. Counseling gets you there. And once I got in my counseling, I just started walking different, talking different. But I also became that man that I would like for my daughter. And that leads me to, what are we teaching our kids, what we teaching our kids versus what our kids are learning? Because to me, I think I would be very happy if my daughter brings home a young man like myself. But what does she see of me? What does she think of me? So a lot of people, I don't want to give you a false sense of hope, right? Just because you think you're that, it doesn't matter. Someone else has to think you're that as well. Until you become that, right? You're not that until other people see how you see yourself. Let me say it that way. You are not him. That's even better. You are not him until how you see yourself, other people see you that same way. But the point of this Moffett let me stop saying Moffett Mondays. Who knows? Got a little merch. Moffett Talks. I was gonna do Moffett Talk Mondays. It came to me, but y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat or something. Let me look, Man Up Mondays or Moffett Talk Mondays. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Which one? But the point of all of this is to develop confident, high achieving, goal accomplishing men. To develop confident, high achieving, goal accomplishing men. Now, how we do that, I want to let y'all know I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn. I don't teach the class. I just facilitate it. I want to learn from y'all. I want y'all feedback. I want to talk to you. I want to hear you. I get my 3 points and go on, but I want to interact with y'all. So let me stop all my dialogue. This is the meat and potatoes. This is the meat and potatoes, right? And we're dealing with purpose. As a man, if you're taking notes, take notes. First thing you need to do, identify your purpose. I've identified my purpose. My purpose in life is to expand the kingdom of heaven by freeing people of the mental bondage of in-the-box thinking and helping people live on their own terms. Appreciate that, Todd. Helping people live on their own terms. And then, look, but I got a wordologist on my team. Boy, hey, she ate me up. This didn't say this earlier. My punctuation was wrong. And because my punctuation was wrong, it led to another questions where it led to everything else. And then that's how, hey, just tell me how to fix it, man. I don't care what I did wrong. Just tell me what I need to do to fix it. Change the comma from a comma to by. Boom, that's what we got. Thank you. But mental bondage is the thinking that you won't accomplish the things you want for yourself. Mental bondage thinking. When you believe that you cannot accomplish the things you can. Like, so if you don't believe you do it, you can never do it. That's the first thing. But the fact that you believe that you can't do something, that's the mental bondage that I'm speaking of. So that's the first one, the purpose. Man, we need to identify our purpose. Identify mine through prayer, fasting, reading books. You know, I read a couple books. Purpose-driven life really helped me. It helped me establish my purpose. And then I just been moving on from there. Number 2, all right, now this is a big part, right? And I think a lot of men lack this, and I know a lot of men lack this, and I never understood why. Do you have the confidence to believe that you are capable of doing the things you want for yourself? Let me read that for me. Do I have the confidence to believe that I am capable of doing the things I want for myself? Man, confidence is key. Confidence is key. That's why the Bible tells us, do not forget your confidence. Like, I want you to understand, I don't know what scripture it come in, but it says, do not forget your confidence. Meaning, like, man, it's going to be some stuff going on that don't look like I'm supposed to make it through. Do not forget your confidence. Oh, you arrogant, or you, no, oh, I'm not. Arrogant people can't deliver on what they're saying. I had to look at this. I've been told I'm arrogant my whole life. How about I say, hey, if I say I'm 260 pounds running a 4.5, and then I be 60 pounds and run a 4.5, am I being arrogant, or is that confidence? Confidence in my work that I put in. Confidence in running track. Confidence of being on a 4x1 team, and my goal was to run a sub 11. That kind of confidence that I know I put in the work to do what I needed to do. There's no way I'm going to take anything that say I'm being arrogant because you're not aware of the work that I put in. And as a man, you shouldn't let nobody tell you that you are arrogant because they're unaware. But again, arrogance says I don't deliver on what I speak. So if you're not delivering, you may be arrogant. But if you hit the mark, it's confidence. What's up, cuz? I'm going in on purpose. I got 3 of them. I got 3 words for you. Purpose, confidence, and then the third one is belief. Take a chance on yourself. You have to be the first person to believe that you can do what you think you can do. Nobody's gonna believe it for you. You gotta be the one to say, I believe this no matter what. And when you believe that, that's the first step to getting it. You only get what you believe you deserve. So get to the point where you believe you are happy with what you're getting. You're happy with what you're getting out of life. And that's the point of this, for us to be happy with what we're getting out of life. We're creating men to live how they want to live. And I don't think any man on this earth would choose to anything other than happiness if they could create their own life. I don't know. Maybe that's me. Hey, listen, in the chat, do y'all think that anybody can create a life that doesn't involve happiness? Let me know. Back to you. Take a chance on yourself. People will give you all the reasons that you cannot do it. You got to stop that. No matter what people think, you can do it. Take what they're saying and use it to your benefit, right? So we got to understand how words work. And when they say what you can't do, see, this is an opportunity to show you that greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. So whatever you believe for yourself, that's cool. But don't push your beliefs on me, player. No. Don't you push your beliefs on me. So it's an opportunity not to take what they're saying in a negative way, but use it to your benefit. To show that my God is awesome. He can move mountains. I forgot how the rest of the song go, but I have that type of God that, hey, I can call down fire from the sky. I can wet up the mountain, whatever it was, and call down fire from the sky. I serve that type of God that when I'm surrounded, I hit my dude in the head and say, hey, it's more of us than it is of them. Hold on, dog. I see these chairs. He slapped him in the head. Lord, open his eyes. Boom. And he seen that they had the angels and everybody else around him. I got that type of God. So for me, I want men to have that. And that's an opportunity for when anybody doubts you. That's an opportunity. It's just an opportunity. And most people don't know how to be happy and supportive for you. So they'll find any reason why you shouldn't get where you're going. and you can't take it personal. They just don't know. People don't know what they don't know. They don't know what they don't know. But don't take it personal. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in.